but related. But let's remember everything we already learned about the power of this root, Eid, witness presence, and the Eidat Yisrael, the congregation of Israel. The more we are when we congregate, we are greater than the sums of our parts. We are bearing witness to each other. We are bearing witness to the miracles of Yah, and we are being witnessed. Compassionate witness on us. I only now glanced at the English that I put here because I was copying and pasting. Didn't even really look at it, but thought, well, we'll have English. I will sing praise to my God while I have any being. I like that it's mysterious and poetic in the translation. It also seems limited. While I have any being feels like it's a more limited amount of being. While I become more and more and more being would be a nice way. If I were just dialoguing with the translator, I will sing praise to my God while I become more and more and more. Or with my expansion, with my odening. And unless we say all of that, I mean, I'm riffing, and I trust that all of you doing this lesson with me are riffing in your own minds too. The reason that's important is because otherwise we've taken a tehillah, an experience of a song of praise that somebody made some notes about, and we've stayed in the confines of the notes. So we just roll through Ashira Adonai b'chayai, Elohai ba'odi, and we roll through it and we get to the next one, the next one, the next one. But unless we riff on what does this mean? What does this show me? What does this give me? How does this magic help me in my life? So I know if I've gone from weakness to strength, which we all do all the time, cycle through a physical weakness or emotional weakness to strength. This mantra has been medicine for that strength coming back, because it's both the thanks of the strength, but it's saying, I will do that. It's a recommittal. It's a recommittal. I commit, I'm going to do this. And this we've already defined pretty well, riffed on pretty well what this is. I'm going to do this. So in those recommittal moments, we've lost the thread, we've lost some power or potency.
So really powerful with this whole inauguration, because it's a portal for all of us.
Can you say more? Can you finish the sentence, or?
Not until
Stop crying. That's okay. It was a request, not a requirement. Yeah. And I'm with you and all of you who are with me right now, that our songs of praise are bigger than all this. It's bigger than who's the bad guy and who's the good guy. It's bigger than who's the mobs and who are the army. It's bigger than who's the man and who's the woman. It's certainly bigger than who's the Republican or the Democrat, right? So bigger than all this. I'm singing.
Maybe I can say something now. I think that a lot of people in the past 4 years have had their hope and their strength just trashed so many times that there's a lot of despair, despiritus, a lot of disconnect from their innate recognition that enod milvado. And so to bring back the emunah into our every breath, individually, collectively, species-wise, globally, to connect with everyone all over the world that are saying, may this be a new beginning. May this be for a lessening of the suffering. May this be for greater justice with peoples of color, on and on and on. And then to lean into joyous expectation that that actually is happening, and vote in that every breath.
Amen. Selah. Connecting to what you said about this recommittal, that I feel like this is this mantra gives us the power to do. May all who have been despaired, even slightly, or so greatly that they are violating themselves and others, may they have an opportunity to recommit. This is the thing. Each one must stand and say, each one must stand and say, or sing, Ashira l'Adonai bechayai, azamra l'Elohai be'odi. Ashira l'Adonai bechayai, azamra l'Elohai be'odi, odi, odi. And may, I don't know how it's going to happen. If I try to imagine what could get us there, I'll lose my own alignment with what's not despair. So I don't know how it's going to happen, but may each one who has had despair, distrust is a big sentiment right now, understandably so, who maybe that despair and distrust has been so bad that they are moved to violate themselves and others, be able to stand, be educated, be given the opportunity, be given the microphone with enough sincere ears, be recreated inside themselves through a dream, through a long walk, through a friend grabbing their head and kissing them and shaking them. I don't know what the through is. I don't know what the action is, but may all stand on 2 feet with a plumb line and sing. Ashira l'Adonai bechayai, azamra l'Elohai be'odi, odi, odi. Ashira l'Adonai bechayai, azamra l'Elohai be'odi, odi, odi, odi. Odi, odi, azamra l'Elohai be'odi, odi, odi, azamra l'Elohai be'odi, odi, odi. Ashira l'Adonai bechayai, azamra l'Elohai be'odi. Ashira l'Adonai bechayai, azamra l'Elohai